One dose of black powder is 10 gold. I can make a dose of black powder for 1 gold. And 1 bullet is 1 gold, so it costs me 1 gold and 1 silver per round of ammunition for my character. So that's always fun.
Trying to see who else is in the call. Roses didn't pick up. Oh, she.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right there.
I don't know why you're going halfway bald. I don't understand this. Okay, never mind.
Hey, I have a friend named Viga who rocks a mohawk. She pulls it off very well.
But that's not half bald. That's a mohawk. That's like.
I'm donating my hair. It's
Yeah,
going
but if
to a
you're
good
gonna-
cause.
But if you're gonna donate it, donate all of it. I don't understand this halfway thing.
You want me to go all bald?
Yeah.
I will go all bald when you go all bald.
Well, technically, if I win the bet, you have to go all bald because you're shaving half voluntarily, and so.
You know what?
the
I'll do
other-
it. I'll do it anyway. But if it makes you feel better to beat me at Mortal Kombat, I'll let you do that, and I will still donate my hair.
Uh-huh.
Don't let him win.
Why the sudden urge to donate your hair? Is it just kind of a... Well, I think I know why, but, you know, like, why now?
'Cause I don't have any money to... I usually donate, like, half my blip stuff to charity, but with the CPMs the way they are, I can't really do that right now. So I feel like I'm not like, doing my cause, so I want to do something else.
This is still very preliminary, but I am kind of brainstorming an idea for we can do a charity drive. I know that guy, Channel Awesome, didn't do a charity drive this year just because of everyone was so swamped, but I did have an idea for, like... well, my initial idea was some kind of, like, rock band concert, but the public performance idea is I really doubt you can do that.
Dude, people
Why
do
wouldn't we
that
be able
all the
to?
time for charity
Yeah,
stuff.
people do that all the time. That should not be a
That's
problem.
the game to go to.
Yeah, I don't think you can perform it publicly, though, and certainly
Why
not
would
any
you
kind
be
of
able to?
certainly
Well,
not any
well,
kind of like online charity drive.
Yeah, it's been done before, but I'm sure that some would be a
Rue
little
has
more
done
aggressive.
Rock Band charity drives for Channel to Play in the past.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'm saying that, but depending on how people want to go with things and depending on the website you're streaming it on.
I'm not saying it hasn't been done. I'm saying from a legal standpoint, it's still shady.
Yeah.
It's-
Look
yeah.
at it.
I'm saying
We've
they're
looked
lucky
into that.
they didn't get hit.
Because they could have technically been DMCA'd either by the game makers or more likely the people who own the rights to the music.
Now, one thing I think one thing you can do is you can hold contests,
Mm-hmm.
which is not technically the same thing. So I thought what I might do is try to have it where there's some kind of contest where people would pay in, all proceeds go to charity, and just as a side venue, like Channel Awesome producers would also perform and not be part of the contest. And maybe like, you know, if you're part of a band and you sign up, you would specify if you're the winner, like where a percentage of the charity money goes. You know, like you would pick your own your charity, and just that we would do that just because we could check out the charities ahead of time, make sure they're all legit before anything weird happens. You know what I mean?
If you can get that going, I won't shave my hair off.
But yeah, I was kicking around this idea. I need to see if there's anyone who has any kind of legal precedent for this. Somebody posted me a forum page, and it wasn't any kind of official answer, but I'm guessing the official answer is always going to be no. You know, whether or not it's actually done, it's been done at MagFest. It wasn't for charity. It was just a show, but it's still a public performance, and I think technically that's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask T-Bone what he thinks about that, because he has ties with game developers and with their companies. I'll see if he thinks it's illegal. I don't know. I would guess it's not. Even if some of the songs are illegal to perform, we could always do something where we can, perform the open source songs they have on Rock Band, because they do have them. Like, I think you can get, like, Jonathan Colton songs on Rock Band. Those are open source. So that one...
You mean you're talking about the RBN stuff?
The, what now?
There's only like
Right.
one there's Rock Band Network.
Network, that's
None
right,
of
yeah,
that's... Very few of those are free. Only one...
Yeah.
I don't even think any of the Jonathan Colton songs are free.
No, not free to download, but they're like, I don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever you want.
Well, yeah. I
with the
mean,
song.
basically, when it comes
God.
to that sort of stuff, it's part of the difficulty is just the standpoint of, is this it's
And also, you want to talk to Mike Dodd on that one. He has lots of contacts that could help you out with all the PRs stuff. And
That's a good idea. And I'm sorry if my voice suddenly spiked in volume. Somebody said I was quiet, and my microphone suddenly dropped levels. So how do I say it now?
all good.
It sounds no
Uh-huh.
different to me, but okay.
You didn't change at all on Skype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
What about chat room? Am I sounding louder there? Still a bit low, huh?
still a bit low.
Boost up the volume, chat room people.
Well, I think they're saying you're fine. I'm quiet.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
we're much louder in comparison. So
My volume is. Oh, no, I guess it's not. How about now?
and
Yeah,
in fact,
if you change it in Skype, it ain't gonna change on XSplit.
that's the other thing.
Well, I've
Yeah.
turned it up a little bit. Hang on, I'll turn it up all the way. Hopefully I don't kill you. Okay, now it's as loud as it goes.
Sounds fine.
Yep.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to bring everyone else down. Because I'm as high as I go. And I think that might be the problem, is everyone else is loud. I'm just...
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've brought you guys down to about 70%.
Yay.
Okay.
Who was that? And who was that Kaylin?
Yes.
You're very quiet.
You're very far away.
I'm very not using the full volume of my voice.
It's all good. As long as we can hear it, it's all good.
All right, I can tinker with it as we go. Now, we are actually running a little late, so now if you guys... Welcome everybody to Pathfinder, by the way. It's a long time in coming. So
Alright.
we've finally got a game together. For those of you who don't know, and those of you who are just joining the game, wow, 375 already. This is Spoony. I'll be DMing this game for now until they drive me to insanity. And joining us today, first is Cold Guy.
Hello.
And tell us about your character, Cold Guy.
My character is Black Grandbeard.
Do I really have to say it like that?
No, you don't. He is a dwarf ranger trapper who is the master of hunting. Yes, that's the guy that just moved on the screen.
He's Rur.
I don't think there's...
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's starting off early. Okay, and next we have Mars Girl,
Hi there.
who I correctly... She didn't tell me what her character was, but I
No,
just got
it's
I just got
the
her character sheet.
pronunciation is probably different from what you're reading, but it's Malusu.
Okay.
She's a paladin, so very lawful good, and she's probably gonna be dumb about how lawful good she is. Like, so straight and narrow.
And... No, they made me let her in, but Roses is here too.
Hi. Thanks for the enthusiastic
Yeah, what about your character?
introduction.
Come on.
I'm playing a druid gnome. Her name is Jinx. She's kind of a bitch. She's chaotic neutral, so her heart is not really in the right place, but she's... we'll see. We'll see how that pans out.
Whatever. Okay.
Hey, give me a break. I'm a noob.
And our returning all-stars from the Death Clock game. Starting first, weighing in at 285 pounds. Skitch!
I already know where this is going.
You're probably much lighter than that. You're probably like, what, like 230, 240?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, about 250, but that's not the point. My character is Gustav Volino. He is a human gunslinger of the Pistolero archetype. His general background is he was raised in an upper-class / noble family, was put into a political marriage, then was framed for murder. And after getting out of prison, he is essentially sort of out more or less to, one, try to clear his character with the folks he grew up with, and also to exact revenge on the guy who sent him to prison.
Cool. And from Parts Unknown, Sean Faust.
I was waiting for the wait there.
No. What do you take me for?
I'm playing a blade-bound magus, meaning he has a sentient sword that talks to him.
You will get that eventually, at level 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
level 3.
Not yet,
Whatever.
no.
Not yet, but you will get one.
Whatever.
He will.
Foreshadowing!
Foreshadowing, yeah. His name's Magnus because I'm lazy. Just threw in a letter there, and that's pretty much it, because I didn't really flesh this character out too much.
And our last party member here is Spock.
Yes, Mr. Spock. I'll be playing Mr. Spock occasionally.
We have one other character, but he won't be joining us today because the player is in a engagement today.
Yeah, Andrew Dickman will be joining us, but not this week. But it's just as well because we're starting out, and they'll need reinforcements soon enough. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I don't know if all of you were around when I posted this Big Gaba backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
So,
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. But, actually, I may need to go consult it again. Give me a second.
Hey, chat room, do you want to text up?
No, they can't text up. Oh.
No, well, I can copy the whole thing to them.
Well,
Yeah,
it'll
that-
get cut off if you the
Oh,
chat
yeah,
room on
that's
Twitch
right,
has
that's
this
right.
thing where it'll cut off after like
yeah,
300
and also the chat in the game would be cut off well, so I wouldn't worry too much about, getting that pasted out there. Where's where I downloaded that stuff?
Okay, but I can read it. Did anyone not read it actually? That's a Sean admitting no.
I
I-
changed it. Okay.
Thank you for the long drawn out open mouth. Duh. Well, I don't mind reading it because the chat room will need to know so they can follow it. And just so everyone knows in advance, yes, we are starting off on a published module. This is the Kingmaker module, but having previous knowledge of the module or having it won't really help you all that much because I will take the setup for it, but mainly I'll be going off on my own pretty soon afterwards. So I usually just take published modules, take the premise and the maps, and kind of go my own way. But basically, here's the setup on where you are and what you are doing. The campaign setting is a region known as Golarion. That's the name of the world. And you are currently in a city called Restov, which is one of the major cities of Bravoy, which is the country you're in. So, this adventure concerns an area called the Stolen Lands. The region known as the Stolen Lands have long resisted attempts at colonization. The Stolen Lands are wedged between a country known as the River Kingdoms and Bravoy. It's approximately 35,000 square miles, and it's a swath of wilderness that has a long history of being regarded as stolen, from whom and by whom, depending on the point of view of the person you're talking to. In Bravoy, the lands are considered stolen from the nation's southern expanse by bandits and barbarians, from places called Numeria, Yobaria, and the River Kingdoms themselves. If you ask in the River Kingdoms, the general impression is that Bravoy allowed the lands to fall into the hands of monsters and worse in order to rob the River Kingdoms of more lands to rule. And even within the wildlands themselves, the lands are stolen and conquered in constant struggles between bickering tribes of monsters, lizard folk, kobolds, bandits, barbarians, and more, all constantly skirmishing to expand their holdings while not ceding their own lands to the enemy. In truth, the stolen lands rightfully belong to no one and are stolen from no one. Many people have tried to claim them, but the abandoned ruins that dot the wilderness stand as testaments to the difficulty of ruling these savage lands. They have remained wild with a fierce tenacity, a haven for monsters and criminals and dangerous secrets, and they have posed a menace to neighboring nations as long as anyone can remember. Bravoy, spurred to action in part by an increase in aggression among the bandits and barbarians in the Stolen Lands, and building political tensions to the north, the Sword Lords are putting out a call for scouts, mercenaries, and heroes who are willing to venture into the Stolen Lands to explore, map, and if need be, conquer them. You are heroes who, for your own reasons, have answered this call and await your instructions from the Lord Mayor of Restov. Any questions?
I'm good.
All right.
Yes.
So, basically what you're seeing on this map screen is just pointless. We're playing around. I won't put anything on the map until there's actually combat occurring, so it may not be that interesting to look there to begin with. But I do have something to send you. So you're all waiting around in the Lord Mayor's house. It's a fairly large estate in Restov. Some of you are probably feeling a little out of place there, considering it's cultured, especially Jinx, who's kind of pacing around looking at the walls going, what is this place? Eventually you are all... There's a horsey.
Yes, I'm setting my token for the horse.
Hang on, I gotta get your handouts.
There we go. It's technically supposed to be just a 1x2 square, but oh well.
Close enough.
Okay. Eventually, you're in basically a sitting room, and eventually one of the mayor's servants comes and says he wishes to speak with you before you leave. So he ushers you into his office, which is a fairly modest affair. Surprising considering the Sword Lords typically live in a lot of luxury, but he seems to have this place kept pretty bare, except for a largish conference table and a few goblets set out with water and refreshments. Mainly on the table, he has unrolled a very large map of the region, and this region I believe I've sent you. It's I believe it's the map of Bravoy here. Yeah, it's called Map of Bravoy, and that's mainly where you're starting. I'm going to open it up myself.
Yeah, we're starting in Restov, which is in the southeast. It seems, kind of stretch of it.
Yeah.
Near the Shrike River, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that didn't scale up well. Give me 1 second. I need to find out which way this is. I believe it's the south. Tuskwater. Where is the Shrike River? There it is. Oh, okay, I get it. Restov. That's on the way southeast corner of that map. Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The Lord Mayor of Restov is a middle-aged and somewhat portly, but still a pretty respectable figure. He carries himself with a lot of grace, or if not grace, intimidation factor. He's busy reading a book as you enter, and nearby are several servants and what appear to be house guards who are just kind of, staying alert and just kind of watching you. He stands up upon your entrance. He goes, welcome. Glad to have you here. I see you've all arrived safely.
Indeed. You sent word that you needed to talk to us?
Yes, indeed. Before you head out, there's a number of legal issues you need to be aware of. And that, he says, well, just, James, hand them their charters, will you? And so one of the servants goes to a little box, opens it up, and he hands each of you a rolled up piece of parchment, and I'm going to send you a copy of it now. Let's see, handouts.
I'm not asking for a handout here.
Yeah, you're going to get one.
Damn it. All right. I'll accept.
This is a charter that will allow you to, as anyone you present this to will know that you're acting on behalf of the Dragonscale Throne to explore the Greenbelt, which is a region of the Stolen Lands, which you're being sent to. You are one of 4 groups that the Sword Lords are sending out to investigate. You are hereby granted the right to explore and, of course, punish any kind of banditry that you encounter. This is done with the full authority of the Dragonscale Throne. And there, of course, there are rewards for any major threats that you were to bring to justice, any bandits caught or killed. There are,
What kind of
course,
rewards are we talking about here?
open bounties, as befitting any mercenaries.
Why is it that we specifically were chosen?
Well, you are the most qualified of any of the people who responded. Most of the time we simply get farmers, runaway children and whatnot. You clearly have some talents. You especially, milady. He can tell because you are very well armed and armored, I would assume.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
This shouldn't be too much of a problem, but is there any particular location that you wish to be investigated first in relation to this?
I would suggest heading to the Greenbelt. The first place you'll encounter is an area known as Oleg's Trading Post. If you follow the road to the south, it represents the southernmost safe holding that we have there. It's basically a trading post made out of a ruined fort. I don't know how far along Oleg has come in repairing the area. I would guess not well, as you might understand. He is on the frontier of this particular area. He has been calling for some time for reinforcements, although recent issues to the north have slowed our efforts.
Okay, very well.
He'll know more about the region.
Let's see here. All right. I sort of roll up the parchment after I give it a read over and tuck it away. Well, I assume that you wish for us to make our way as soon as possible.
Yes, and I believe Oleg has a number of travelers that come in and out of there, so if you have any status updates or bounties you wish to claim, you should be able to deliver them to Oleg, and he will transfer any word to me. As I understand, he's an honorable sort, and he's always been a fair trader, so I don't think you need worry about him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm ready to move out whenever everyone else is.
Excellent.
Yeah, I guess so.
I will warn you, it's a very unsettled and uncivilized land you're going to, so I would suggest you prepare yourselves for a long journey ahead of you. I cannot vouch for what supplies Oleg might have. But Restov here should have anything you need before you set out.
All right, well, thank you for the information, sir. We'll be preparing to set out now.
Quite so. I wish you Godspeed. And so with that, he bids you farewell, and if there's nothing else, you leave.
I am no longer in that building.
Cool.
But I'm not going to go by myself.
I reluctantly follow.
I'll head off as well.
I follow because everybody else is leaving.
I tag along mumbling to myself, bandit of idiots, but at least they're going the same way as I.
Oh, so you're saying your own name?
Oh.
All right, so if there's any kind of shopping you want to do or preparations, now's the time to do it. And
Yeah. The only thing
I'm prepped.
Yeah, I got most of what I need already kind of set up, and I'm just going to double check to make sure that all my supplies that I'm not carrying on my person are secured on Carmelo.
Who else got horses? I know Skitch does, and might be it.
Might be it, so I'll probably be walking on foot alongside, but horse has other uses.
Let's see.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
got
think
the
I
tank?
have one.
Oh no.
Oh, that's mine.
that didn't come with the Pioneer strap. I also like how the tank has a little king on top of it. He's definitely a mid boss, maybe an end boss.
My mount is the pile of puke.
Well, before we head out, do want to hit up the local tavern to see if we can get maybe a bottle or two of whiskey for the journey off.
Certainly. Let's see if I can get to the equipment chapter, see how much it costs. It should cost just a normal base price in this city.
Yeah. Actually, the only thing I can think of is one question I have for you is regarding when it comes to crafting ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Can it be assumed that I can buy supplies in advance from in town and then just use the materials later on when I'm actually making the bullets?
Well, raw materials aren't going to be a problem because I'm guessing it's basically just lead, iron, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's having the tools to craft them with that might be a problem. I'm not sure what you need.
I do have the tools for it. I have a gunsmithing kit with me, so that's all I need.
As long as the equipment isn't complicated, the crafting should be fine. Like as long as the base resources aren't complicated.
No, there. I might just try to find. I might go to like a blacksmith and just buy some raw like lead and other things before we go, so I can make some of the supplies. So I'll do that and buy. Okay, I'm going to buy about. I'm going to put about 11 gold into buying about 10 doses, enough lead to make enough supplies to make 10 bullets and 10 doses of black powder. But I'll make them later on. So
Okay, cold guy. You can buy ale by the gallon or the mug, or you can buy wine.
Wine comes in bottles, so it's easier to carry. So how much for the wine?
The wine is a bottle is 10 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Ale is much cheaper.
Yes.
A gallon of ale costs 2 silver pieces.
Gallon of ale, eh? How much does that usually weigh?
8 pounds.
8 pounds? I'll just take a mug of ale for the way out then.
Okay, 4 copper pieces and a mug weighs a pound.
Alrighty. Can you get change for a silver?
Yep. That's
Alright.
easy.
And what's the change with that, just for curiosity's
It's
sake?
10 silvers, 10 coppers to a silver.
Alright. So, okay, good. And one other thing I would like to do is there a general store where I can get some trap tools?
Absolutely. Yeah, most
How
common
much-
supplies are available here.
Alright. How much is that going to kick?
Trap supplies?
I believe that's the same as just artisan tools. For anything else, that would be 5 gold for that.
Looking at my equipment here. Oh, I already have artisan tools. Never mind then. Let's journey and I think that's it for me.
Did you guys ever, I know we did before the group split up before, but did you guys ever get together and decide how your players might have known each other before this? As I recall, some of you might have had some experience with that, but...
I think some was talked a little off and on, but I don't think we went into too much detail. I mean, Gustav is going to be relatively amiable towards the party regardless, and he will strive towards making things kind of work out. The only person I think Gustav knows in advance would be Erwin. I think because the two of them kind of have a connected background, but we'll elaborate on that next time.
Well, it's fine that you guys don't know each other very well. It actually, I hate to keep bringing it up, but Malusu here, the Paladin, is probably the most memorable one that people might have heard of before. Simply because she is so nice and so lovely. And she's so heavily armed.
She's got a 5-foot sword strapped to her back. That's gonna be imposing for a lot of
Actually,
people.
what does she carry? You got a long sword or you got a bigger one?
Great sword. I think.
I have it. What's your sheet here? Let's see. I must know. She carries a great sword.
Yeah.
She's got a buster sword.
Yes.
Female
She wields it.
clown.
She wields it one-handed.
She does?
No. That'd be ridiculous.
She's got monkey grip. That used to be the feat. 3rd edition was monkey grip, where you could carry something a size category larger in one hand.
Yep.
I forget what you could do. Like if you were playing, there was a few large player character races. Like you could do giant, and you could monkey grip. I think you could monkey grip a great sword with a half giant, and then you could dual wield them. It was ridiculous.
All right. But I got all the supplies I need because I have all my other stuff kind of packed up and. Oh yeah, we'll still eat rations. Rations.
Yep, that's what I was getting at.
Per day, I'm going to buy. Let's see here. We'll buy 7 days worth of trail rations.
You got it.
So I got to take care of. Cool. All right.
Did we lose Kaylin?
Yeah.
Maybe.
She dropped out the call.
Yeah, probably just internet connection.
Yeah.
But I'll do the same as well, just for safety's sake.
7 days of trail rations is 5 gold pieces and 3 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces. That's each day is 5 silvers.
Ooh.
Okay. Chat room, how you doing over there? We'll wait for Marshall.
And then after I get it, I make sure it's stored away carefully in
I
Carmelo's.
totally forget how much gold I have.
Okay, who just said nigger?
You.
No, someone in the chat room said,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Chat is going to be stupid.
mods, get on this.
Well, technically, you're the only mod in the chat room right now.
Yeah, I can. I'm not a mod either, but at the moment. So, anyways,
I'm
just
not
make sure.
logged in. Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that my supplies are.
Fucking chat room is going too fast. I can't ban this guy.
Yeah, don't worry. It's like.
Don't worry about it.
I worry. I'm trying to keep a civil fucking place here. And if you're not civil, I'll fucking kill you.
Duly noted.
There, I
Let's
got
see.
him.
Good job.
But yeah, so I got a couple of days of rations. I got 6 gold to my name right now, roughly. Fantastic.
I'm not even that offended by the word. It's just, come on, guys. We're playing a fucking RPG here. This is not the place for that.
Also,
I got him.
It's good. Should my character be like buying anything at this moment?
I'd say outside of maybe some rations, you should be just fine. I think most of what else that you need, you should be accounted for. I think you have, a sleeping bag and stuff, bedroll and stuff like that already kind of accounted for.
Please,
So
if you're going to use the fucking N-word, at least spell it right, you sloppy bitch.
So let's see here.
How much?
Yeah.
How much gold did we get at the beginning?
I think we rolled that up, and I think that was part of it. I know how much gold you have left right now. We can't see that.
Yeah, I think that sheet where I had that was something I lost when I had to reformat.
Basically, at this point, I didn't get you a lot of particular gear, so you have 45 gold left right now.
Oops.
Cool.
Sorry, zombie Sean Connery. I accidentally killed you.
Do you know how to unban him?
Zombie Sean Connery. Sorry.
But again, it's like stuff that you would probably get is the
I didn't
backpack.
mean to hit you so hard.
That's when you
Backpack.
click their name first and then ban.
Okay, I'm engaging slow mode.
Good
That's
idea.
probably a good idea.
Blanket, and
How
then
many mods I got in here?
2.
2, Sean and me.
Sup?
If you ask me to mod you, I will kill you.
Let's see here. Let's see, trail rations. Yeah, you got backpack, bedroll, blanket, 7 days of trail rations. I think that's sufficient.
Spoony cast slow.
I think I'm good.
So yeah, I think that's basically what you'll need to do. At this point, if you get those supplies, Sean, you'll still have 42 gold left.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm modding
Okay.
Project RF because he's a cool guy.
All right. So, let's see here. Yeah, I must have had, so, shouldn't I see that? So let's see here. One of the reasons why I have this horse is because my character cannot carry a lot of equipment on his own. Therefore, the horse helps carry some of the gear.
I know what Rose's dump stat is.
Ugh.
What's so funny?
I just know what her dump stat is.
Noah, shut up. Such a dork.
Most everyone took charisma as their dump stat. Not Rose's.
Not Rose's. Actually, not most either, actually.
Why is that bad?
No.
What?
It's... For your
What?
character, for your character, intelligence is not a high-ranking stat.
Shut up.
It's just true for druids. Intelligence is a high-ranking stat for you. Wisdom is more important.
Duh! You jigs! These like
Hey.
bushes!
No.
pretty!
You know what? Jinx is very street smart. She's very streetwise, and she's very in tune with the earth. And that...
Just don't ask her
No.
to read nothing.
Flowers smell pretty!
No.
we're not going to be taking IQ tests here. I mean, come on.
Now, to be fair, my horse is dumber than Jinx.
Oh,
But-
thank you. Thank you for that.
But that'd be
Jinx
Jesus.
fun.
said it. It's like it's barely dumber.
It's a 7, it's close!
Anyways, to be fair, most of us are ugly mofos, with the exception of, I think, Melusa is the only one with a... Yeah, she has a charisma of 14, so she has a positive bonus to her charisma of note.
Yeah, but at
Magnus
least,
is like an elven Fabio.
unlike Jinx, you're all housebroken.
To be fair, and also to be fair, Magnus has
Set all of you on fire. All of
Magnus has a wisdom of 8, so he's kind of
you. Yeah, so eat that.
Dayball make trees grow!
I hate you.
I actually like the idea for the chat of having you sit in Carmelo and it just blasts fire off the back of the horse, just be like a moving artillery.
Are you able to see character stats? Not really right now.
Yeah, we don't have them posted up anywhere, but I can set up my character sheet on Draftbox.
Jinx not understand things, so Jinx set it on fire.
Jinx is very in tune with fire, okay? It takes a lot of brains to be able to control fire.
Not a whole lot.
Shut up, man! Yes, it does.
To be fair, most of a number of us are uglier than she's dumb.
Jinx isn't ugly. I mean,
No, she's not.
So, there you
That's what I'm
go.
saying. My charisma is an 8, your intelligence is a 9. Therefore, my character is uglier than your character is dumb.
great.
So what's up with Mars Girl? She
She says her internet
Yeah,
dropped.
she just got back her internet.
Yep. But that's all that can be said on that standpoint. The Gustav has the most dexterity in the party though, so he can do little tricks where he flips his gun in the air and catches it and stuff.
So what can Jinx do with a very high wisdom? How is this beneficial?
Well, basically, it means that you're observant. It means that you would notice things being out of place better than other people. It means that you're more in tune with, like, common knowledge, like how to not kill yourself when you're out surviving in the wild.
Yeah, she's retarded but wise, like Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump turned out to be a billionaire, so shut up.
Internet came back.
Yeah.
Also, Jinx has a higher strength than Gustav. That also means something.
What has happened?
We're making fun of roses.
We're making fun
Shut
of
up,
roses.
man. Hey,
We were just getting supplies, so if you needed to pick up anything,
No,
now's
there's
the time.
nothing I need.
Alrighty.
All right, let's get back to this. How about I get rid of this bullshit?
But Darth Vader needs to be there.
No, no, he doesn't. Why don't you decide on a marching order as you decide to march south?
I'm fine with
I'll
taking.
take the lead.
I'll be second in line, depending how we want to align ourselves vertically or horizontally. Spock will
Well,
cover
if
the
we're going
rear.
southeast.
Yeah, it'd be north-south. March.
Okay. So here, let's rotate. Rotate.
I'm just trying to see where you guys are going with this so I can follow.
Yeah. So Melissa would be north.
Jinx, walk behind horse.
You know what? Jinx doesn't like the rest of the party, so she is perfectly fine with walking behind everybody.
You're in front. Oh,
It was saying north south, right?
yeah, you're heading south though. So
Oh, okay. And then Melissa would be in front.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So.
We make up our minds of how we're doing this.
we're getting the.
Why don't we let Spock decide?
I forgot to get rid of Spock. It's logical to ride the horse. Bye, Spock.
Aww.
Oh.
Aww.
I just lost track of him. He seemed like such a logical entry for the party.
I miss him already.
Derp.
All right, whatever. That's an interesting marching order, but okay. Single file, and the horse is over here.
Yeah, well, I'm basically with the horse, so.
I don't care. Anyway, time for me to make some rolls. How do you do DM rolls? I can't remember.
Trying to remember how they do hidden rolls in the game.
Is it a window? No.
So there's either a window or there might be a hidden roll. Actually, let me just find it real quick. Do DM rolls. Yeah, tool.
It doesn't matter, not for this, really.
Mhm.
Oh, dear.
Now.
Well,
Okay.
something like that.
I like how it's like 2. Oh no!
Maybe I should have hidden that one.
I'm looking for.
Don't worry, it happens to everybody.
One second. It's going to be an early test of your abilities, I think.
I think they're. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the. Okay, there. I think I found it. I think it's you preface the roll with so it's bracket GM : space and then whatever the roll is. I think that might do the roll. Might do it.
Spoony, use the real dice on your desk.
I do have real dice, yes.
Yeah, same here.
No, that's a good idea.
Just waiting for the opportunity to use mine.
Yeah, give me-
Oh wow, I crit again! How? Oh, marry me! This is my lucky day.
campaign jumped the shark when Spock left the party. No shit. No shit.
Sorry, I'm trying to
I
look,
smell it. Yeah.
I'm trying to look this thing up.
All right. First encounter is with. Oh, I'm trying to find an awful thing to for us to run into.
With a jackrabbit.
Oh, okay. Hang on, let me try some.
Our first encounter is with Amabia, unique eye of the deep. This beholder just randomly out in the field. You're all going to die.
Kobolds. Every first battle must be kobolds.
It is not, sadly.
Aww.
It's stormtroopers, isn't it?
It is not stormtroopers either.
Darn it.
Sorry, this is awkward. I wasn't expecting an encounter.
That's okay. Gives us a chance to test our abilities.
We'll figure out how to roll this thing.
Yep, it's a decent chance to do this, but a little off guard on that one. Okay.
You spot a little boy with a gas mask looking for his mummy. Spoony wouldn't get that reference.
I would. It's a Doctor Who reference. I just don't like Doctor Who.
Car 19. Oh, that's Link.
Yes, it is. Spock returns for the first encounter, back for revenge.
Oh, don't get rid of me.
Just for the people in the call, this link kind of goes over the list of types of actions one can do during combat.
Should be music playing. Why do I not? Ah, there it is.
Chat room saying we're gonna encounter Oreo.
Yeah. Oreo might win.
We like your first encounter. You encounter Oreo. Oh no.
Well, clearly she's a level 20 paladin. I mean, we're no match.
Okay, you encounter a Tarask. No.
Darn.
I'm just reading what the chat room says. I got distracted. Hang on, I've got a message from somebody. Ah!
All right. Let's see here. So,
Okay, Doug was out of town. I just recorded a bunch of footage for the 4-year, so I was talking to Doug for a minute.
It's all good.
it's all right. Let's see here. Okay, that's fine.
Aha! Gotcha.
All right. So, some of the points to clarify. Ooh, hey. Already?
I need to free freehand draw a map for you here.
Oh, this will be lovely.
Yes.
This is going to be the most artistic thing. It's going to be staggering how awesome this is.
Where's the freehand? Okay, freehand lines.
Yep, and make sure there's no fill on it unless you want to have large.
That's true. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I need to show the grid. Map.
That straight line.
Where's the grid?
Hey, it's not meant to be.
Show grid.
Michael J. Fox over there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, and if you want to see the viewing grid is a personal thing. So if you want to see the grid, use Control G or go underneath View, Show Grid.
What the fuck? I don't want that. What the fuck? Stop drawing circles. I don't want circles.
Oh, yes, you do.
Make sure to have draw freehand lines instead of draw an oval.
What the fuck's with the circles?
Let me
I
help
got it,
clear
I
off-
got it, I got it, I got
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Well, it's been a peaceful time walking down this path, don't we? Don't we all know?
And then suddenly snow.
I'm fixing it. It's been like a year. Fuck you.
It's okay.
Use guys.
It's okay, I needed time to refill this vape thing anyways.
No, I don't want the eraser. God damn you.
You see two long strands of spaghetti on each side of the room.
It's a nice path.
I'm just reading the chat room.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
Oh, so we got a broken car wagon.
Card. Yep.
There.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, we're not done? Oh.
No, we're not done. I got shit to do.
We got. There's crates. Hmm.
All right.
Suddenly an Etch-a-Sketch.
Just over the... You pass over a low hill when all of a sudden you see a couple dozen yards ahead of you what appears to be the ruins of a merchant's wagon. Kind of like a low, about 20-foot long wagon that's been tipped over on its side. The side of which has been split in twain by some mighty blow.
You say ruins, but is it like recent ruins? Can we tell? Or is
You
it...
can see no smoke coming from the wreckage. You can merely see the broken remains of the wagon. As to its age, you can't tell. You would guess not long, however. In this case, I would like you to make perception checks.
Well, that's something there. Actually, my perception check should be better than that. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Perception is that's supposed to be +6, so that is a 17 for me.
All right, how do I make a perception check? here?
It'd be in your case. I got your character here. It'd be your dice roll will be 1d20 plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me.
Actually, I don't know my modifier. But
I don't think you're trained in it. I don't think you have a wisdom above 10, so I think yours
yeah,
would probably
it's
be...
nothing.
I straight up
Whatever.
stole that from you, dude. I'm sorry.
So 14. So I think the highest check is 17 from me. All right.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta find. You've succeeded. Most of you succeeded in your perception checks. So.
Jinxie boxes.
Uh,
Jinxie box. See, I like these character icons, but there's so many of them I can't find what I want when I want to quickly. Ah, okay. All right, those of you who got over a 12 on your perception check, you happen to see what appears to be the remains of two dead bodies. One is slumped up against the crate here, right here. My pointer isn't working. There. And you see another dead body that is strewn to the back, in the back of the wagon over here. You can see from this distance, if you rolled over a 16, that the bones appear to have been picked mostly clean.
Wow.
Did anyone get over an 18?
No, I had a 17, so that was the highest.
Okay, that's what you got.
All right. Sort of. At this point, I draw out my my pistol and I tell Carmelo to heal, to not go forward. And say, well, this doesn't look terribly good. I'm gonna move out carefully and try to see if I can get a closer look.
Okay. Are you approaching with like with stealth, or are you just walking?
I'm gonna approach as quietly as I can. So I'll
Okay.
do stealth. 14 on that.
All right, give me a minute. What is... Okay, it's a straight up roll. Okay,
All right.
continue.
I'm gonna try to get up to one of the bodies so I can investigate it more closely, and just kind of see if there's anything left on it that would give me an idea of what it might have been, or who it might have been, or what they might have had here. But since he's kind of slumped up against one of the crates,
All right. You look at the body, and judging from the remains of the clothes, you would guess this to be no more than a simple merchant. His eyes and his face, however, appear to have been eaten away by something. You don't know quite what, and it's gotten to work on most of his upper body. Do you have any kind of medical knowledge, like healing or knowledge of? anything
no, I
like
mean
that?
I'm untrained in heal, but I can try to do a loose heal check that's untrained. Be a 19, but untrained.
Untrained.
Rarth
Yeah.
comments from the back. Oi! What do you see up there?
Looking closer, you see what appear to be two large puncture wounds in the man's chest. The wounds themselves appear to be very red and swollen, almost infected, perhaps poison.
Wow, it looks almost like, I don't know, something like a large snake or something of that sort got at him.
Do you say
Or
that?
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying back to him. It's like, there's some bite marks on his chest and where the chest area is, and
Okay, hold up. Make a perception check against Skitch.
25.
Nice. I'll try to beat that, but I don't think I can. Actually, I don't think that's physically possible that I can in this case.
This is where the extra wisdom helps out with the gunslinger.
It is not. Okay, as soon as you say, it appears to be, you hear a loud crunching noise directly to the south, somewhere from behind the wagon. And roaring up from the wreckage, you see some massive insectoid beast with hundreds of legs, and it sees you with its glowing red eyes and raises what appears to be some kind of forked, dual-stingered tail and waves it at you. We now have initiative, since it's not it's just me and Skitch. Everyone else is surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And till this round. So what's my initiative?
21. Nice.
My initiative is +0. It ain't quick. Okay, let me put this guy on the board.
And then for those who are playing, there's an underneath window. There's an initiative window. If we're going to use that, we can. If not,
Yeah,
then,
we will. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to edit this thing. Does anyone have knowledge dungeoneering or knowledge nature?
I
that
do.
would be.
Roll
I think
it.
Rareth. Yeah,
So,
I think you have both of those. I'll be right back at the restroom.
Do
real
the
quick.
higher one in either case.
alright, so it's dungeoneering, so that's 1d20 plus 4. Oop. 23.
Very nice. You recognize this as a giant whiptail centipede, a very dangerous and very poisonous beast.
Guys, we got ourselves a problem here.
What are we looking at?
It's a very large spider that likes to kill you with this poisonous stinger.
Give me a second. I'm gonna type in its stats here. Why don't I just put the book in my lap? That would help.
Initiative, where I see you.
Defense, movement.
And just remember, Cold Guy, if this creature is considered an animal, you get a +2
Yep.
bonus, I believe, to checks against it.
Oh my god.
So the rest of us aren't rolling initiative yet?
Not yet. Skitch,
Okay.
you
No,
get
we're
it first.
surprised. We gotta wait around.
Oreo,
Okay.
what's wrong, kid?
She's
I'll
mad
just-
you took Spock away.
And it's like it seems to be some sort of snake, or that, whatever that was.
And yes,
that
this is how big it is.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's a plus side to it. It means it's a little bit easier to hit. There's a couple bad sides to it as well,
Oreo,
but
there's no one there, okay? It's a fake centipede, okay? It's not real. All right, so let's add let's add everyone to the initiative. I think I can do
Sure.
that. Add all?
yeah. Then you got the dead creature little marks, but we can get rid of those.
And I'll get rid of Carmelo.
Yeah. Carmelo is combat trained, so I told him to heal, so.
Okay, set initiative 16. So set your own.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that? Okay.
21. Man.
Sort. And Gustav.
Okay. Yeah, first motion, I gotta move away so I can get a better chance to get my gun loaded, so I'm gonna basically kind of get up and move back about that far, and then take my standard action to load my pistol, and that'll be it.
Okay, very good.
It's like, it looks like a big one. We'll get ready.
No, it's the centipede. Oh well.
It doesn't declare in the chat if the enemy has turned.
Oh, it
so.
doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing on the initiative. If you guys pull up the initiative window, I'm seeing the centipede's turn right now.
Yeah.
Where's the initiative window?
Yeah, I'm
Underneath
not
window,
Oh,
seeing
you
it.
don't have it. You probably have to show it. Go ahead.
If you go to window, and then the fourth option is initiative, is unchecked,
Okay.
just
Okay, I
click
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
So
right there.
after this thing has its turn, then the rest of you will roll your initiative, and then
Okay.
it'll be sorted again. All right. So, what the hell is this centipede doing?
I'm getting there. It crawls over the wreckage with surprising speed, and
Ugh.
it attacks Gustav with its tail, slapping down from like an overhead slapping move. Okay,
Jeez.
tail slap. 1d. What the fuck is it? Is there anything else to that? There is not. Okay. 20 plus 3. 16, and that is to armor class. I guess it would be.
It just misses.
Okay. You just dodge out of the way as the tail slams into the ground, raising a bunch of dirt.
Sort of like he just rolls backwards, just like lands in the crowd. It's just like, yeah, it's gonna be a big one. Everyone get ready.
That goes raw. Anyway, everyone else roll initiative now.
I'm looking for mine.
Wow, nice one.
Oh.
Okay, then when you got your number, right-click on your icon, and there'll be a thing that says Set Initiative, and then type it in, and then there you go, and I can scroll over the list.
Am I just not seeing this right now? On my sheet here.
Not seeing what?
Your initiative?
Yeah.
Your initiative bonus for would be a +2 initiative bonus because you have a dexterity of 14.
Okay.
All right, now what should I be typing in the set initiative?
Just your result is 20, so that's your initiative.
Okay, so,
There we
all
go.
right, let me type that in.
Okay, everyone's in. Let's do this. Skipping back to Gustav.
And sort list.
Oh, actually, let me sort. Yeah, sorry.
All right. So at this point, my gun is loaded. I take a one step closer and it's like next time you're gonna regret missing this. So then I'm going to expend up close and deadly. So if this hits, it does 1 extra damage. If it misses, it does half that. And then oh wow, that was not a good roll.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's 10 versus touch AC.
Oh, a touch. Yeah, no good.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. That's weird. Okay, so that's. Oh, okay. So does natural armor count for touch AC?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay. Then actually that hits.
Wow, that just barely
It's
hits.
huge. It's a huge creature, so it gets.
Yeah,
it's
is
minus,
that-
it gets like -2 to size.
Okay, so that total is wow. That was worst damage.
Jeez.
That was a total of 3 damage, bludgeoning and piercing. But that is my turn there.
Okay. Hey, it's better than none.
Yeah, it's better than none. It shows how even on a really awful roll I can hit something pretty well. All right, so that was my turn.
Yeah. Okay, then we're going to Jinx.
Okay. So what exactly should I be doing
Well,
here?
there's a
with my
giant
character?
centipede in front
Yes.
of you. What do you want to do?
One easy thing you could do, for example, is you can move in a little bit closer, so you're within 30 feet of it. Because right now you're at 40 feet away, so you can move 2 squares closer, or any more closer if you want to. But now you're within 30 feet, so now you can use your Firebolt ability, which you can just use as a standard action.
Now, let me ask you a dumb question just in terms of map tools. I've set its hit points, and you can probably see it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But how do you
Yeah.
assign damage? You just have to go to edit and assign the damage yourself? And how do you,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I mean, I don't worry too much about that. I mean, I just modify the health kind of manually.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Those it's not.
Go ahead, Jinx.
Okay, so I'm going to attack
With what?
You can use your Firebolt.
with Firebolt.
And that should hit.
Yes, that will hit.
And then you can choose your damage, which is at wow, minimum damage again.
Woo!
Ugh. But your attack hits, and you don't need to be as close to it as I am. So it's the nice thing about your setup there. Okay, and that would be your turn.
Hey, you're getting the kink sense. All right, Magnus. Sean.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see how close do I have to be.
Yeah. You can move up to adjacent to it to make it a melee attack if you wanted to, or you can, of course, use a spell.
That's what I'm thinking. I just need to. Okay, so I need to be within 15 feet. So.
Right. So about you need to be as close as Gustav is right now. Mm-hmm.
Bam. All right. I will use color spray.
This is just me. I would suggest casting defensively.
Yeah.
Just a friend.
That was kind of you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely color spray.
Yeah. So you can cast defensively though. That
No,
will
I mean
help.
the action casting defensively, which would
Yeah.
prevent you from getting
Oh.
attacked of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cast defensively then.
All right.
Now you
So
have to roll
it's-
concentration to do that.
Yep.
Or however it's handled in Pathfinder. Is it concentration or just like a...
There is a concentration. I just need to remember what the concentration check is. I think it's
I'll find it. This is the kinks we got to work out in Pathfinder because it's slightly different in almost every respect, and I have to check.
right. It's not that it's completely different. It's slightly different. So
Casting spells on the defensive, 185.
a concentration check is
DC 15 plus double the spell's level, which I'm guessing is a 17. And what's a concentration check then?
it is D20 plus caster level and the ability score modifier used to determine bonus spells. So basically, it would be D20 plus 1 plus 3. So D20 plus 4.
Ooh, he might fail that then. It's up to you. You might get attacked of opportunity if you don't want to cast defensively.
Because this thing has a large reach on it.
Actually, no. If he tries to cast defensively and fails, he just gets attacked. So it's better to just try.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1 d20
Plus 4.
plus 4.
And he did it.
You
Hey,
did.
competent roll. Good.
Very well done.
Okay, so Sketch, how does color spray work again?
This thing makes a will save. The centipede makes a will save right now, and it has to be a 14 will save.
Okay. And luckily, will is not its strong suit.
Let's see what it does.
It fails.
So it fails. So how many hit die does it have?
It has 4.
Yes, 4. That means it is blind and stunned for 1 round, and then stunned for an additional round.
Yep. And I think that's all I can do for now. So
Yeah.
done.
But that is the.
Okay,
but again,
stun
that's,
means it can take no actions.
I believe that is what the condition means.
I'll read it again. Hang on.
There's a nice page of conditions.
Stun, condition 568. Okay, it's in the very back.
It cannot take.
Drops everything it's held, can't take actions, -2 penalty to AC, and loses Dex bonus to AC. Okay, so it sits there going, "Arr!"
Yeah.
I can't see.
Roar.
Alrighty. So, I only have melee, so I guess I can move. Yeah.
And you're very lucky because it's blind, it can't attack you.
Yes. Yes. I'm
What's a good
taking
time to move
advantage of that. That could. So for my Urgish Dwarven.
Now
Oh,
you're
wait.
working together.
Wait, there's a button for that.
Yeah, that's just type for it.
There
So
you go.
12 versus AC,
All right,
which I
need
think
to-
Wait, +2 because it's an animal, correct?
It's a vermin.
Okay.
vermin.
I'll give it to you. Okay, so it's 14. It's at -2 because it's blind and stunned. Yeah, you hit.
Alrighty. And damage for my dwarven is 1d8 plus 4. 7.
Roar.
I never understood. It is a heavy weight you carry.
Oh, 7.
The tides of war, the blood of nations. All
Very good.
this is laid at your feet. But how can I possibly be helped? I mean, it's not. It is not easy being God.
Melusu.
Okay, so for one, I draw my weapon. Are we considering that a move action?
If you can do that as a free action because I think your base attack bonus is +1, so you can just draw it while you're moving.
Okay. Well, let me move closer since I'm all melee and junk.
Yeah.
That was such a good move, blinding it, because it has a reach of 15 feet.
And
So I'm not going to get
wagon.
attack of opportunity if I go right up to it.
You can
right
do
now.
it. It's blind. It can't hit you.
Right.
Right. Okay, then I'll do that, and yeah, I guess for now I'll just melee attack. Hold on. Where's my attack?
Yeah, you can move through other players, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Not a big deal.
Why am I like totally missing where all my attack stuff
Go to
is?
where your weapon is.
Yeah, and we'll tell you what the
And it'll
attack bonus
say-
is.
Okay,
you
there
actually
we
don't
go.
have it. Oh, it's attack bonus +5, so it's D20 +5.
Yep. Your
Well,
That, unfortunately, is not a hit.
lame.
It is lame, but, you know. Okay, now next back up to the top of the order is Gustav, who I'm thinking is reloading.
Yep, the standard action will be to reload, and let's see here, it's 15, so he's going to step back one and just keep his gun sort of like trained on the centipede for now.
Okay, what is the blinded condition? Blinded. That's what it is, right? Blind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Blind, it cannot see. It takes a -2 penalty to armor class, loses its dex bonus to AC if any, and takes a -4 penalty on most strength and dex checks and opposed perception checks. All opponents are considered to have total concealment, 50% mischance against the blinded character.
That's
Okay.
always fun.
That's no
All right.
good. But it's no longer stunned, so it can't attack. Okay, there are 3 people in range, so I'm just gonna... It's lashing out blindly, so I'm just gonna say it.
Well, the next person's turn is Jinx, actually.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Why am I doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
Jinx!
So it's,
Right.
he's not blind anymore and he's
He is
lashing
still
out?
stunned.
He's still stunned and blind right now.
Yeah.
So, one thing you can also do at this position, Roses, is to draw out your sling and sling a bullet at it. That's one option you can do. Or you can draw out your scythe.
Yeah, since he's blind, I was going to use the scythe and just try to clobber him.
Sure.
Is that smart? Is that smart? Can I do that?
You can move 20 feet, you can charge it, yeah.
So you basically
'Cause
just draw out your scythe.
I'll show you why. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's as far as you can go in one move, but if you charge, you can run for it and make it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just hit him with the scythe?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
I think when you do that, you get a slight bonus to the attack roll.
Yeah, you get +2 to attack, so.
I get +2?
+2
So-
extra.
So basically, you'd be your total would be D20 plus 3 in your case.
Okay, so I'm rolling
20.
D20 plus 3?
Yes.
Okay.
You hit?
There you go. You hit,
Nice.
and your damage is a flat 1d6.
Does she have any kind of strength bonus?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling for damage again?
1d6.
1d6.
Okay, thanks.
If it means anything, it's both piercing and slashing damage.
3.
Whittling this thing down, but it's a pretty, it's a big bugger. All right, next is Aegis. Magnus says.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We're so lucky you blinded it.
Yes, you are.
Now remember, you only have 2 level 1 spells to cast, and you just casted one of them, so you can't only cast the other one spell for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Fence it to death. Fence it in the face.
It's all 8-bit and pixely. Actually, it's more 16-bit.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Why the fuck not? I'll go ahead and use it since we're only whittling this down so much so fast. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and use True Strike.
So that's your action, though. That's the whole thing. You can move, but...
Actually, I believe he can do it as part of an attack roll.
Can you?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
he has to move in first, but then he can do that as part of his attack roll since he has
Oh,
spell
yeah.
combat.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
And
No, you're here. Hang on.
So what he will do is he'll move in. The attack roll he will have a -2 penalty to the attack roll, but a +20 to the attack roll based on the spell. So your overall attack bonus for this attack will be +22, which is a guaranteed
so
hit.
it's gonna be 1d2.
I think you
1d20
can still
plus-
botch, but...
You can still botch, and you can still potentially crit, so you still need to roll it. So yeah, you
You
hit
got him.
I got him. Okay, and then
1d6 for that.
Big surprise.
do I have any?
Not for no, not for the not for this.
3.
Yay!
Okay, so now it is no longer
Stunned.
it's no longer blinded, but it's still stunned for one more round.
No, stunned is the first condition that goes, right?
No, blinded is.
Blinded is the first one that goes.
Yes.
Really? Huh. So
Yes.
it still can't act?
Yes,
Right.
Are you sure?
I'm
positive.
absolutely certain. That is how it's written verbatim in the in there.
That takes 2 rounds out of it?
Yes, it does.
Fuck you, Sean!
Probably fucking awesome.
Fuck you! Cold guy.
It's not gonna hit me, so I might as well whack it at it again. So let's see. That is
Jam that color spray up your ass.
the
You're gonna be
Blood all
sneezing rainbows.
plus 5. If I can type properly. Yep. And if I can spell
Enter or
properly. Ooh.
This.
8 to hit?
Yeah.
That won't do it.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Next! Melusu.
I'm gonna try and swing at it again.
If I may,
Yeah.
Woo!
I would move here.
Okay.
Your flanking bonus then.
I will allow it. Thank you. Because I'm totally the one in control.
And yeah, that's a good hit.
Yes, you hit. This is really gonna hurt. Those fucking Buster Swords. They sting.
6.
2d6 plus 6. Yep.
6.
$13.
Ugh.
Woo!
That is
Just
like
kind of swing back like I'm freaking swinging a baseball bat.
that's awesome. You actually rolled average damage for that attack.
Fine by me.
Nice hit.
Yeah!
All right.
Alright.
Gustav will. Yep. He's gonna move over here. Try to get at least not in direct line of sight from someone, and he's gonna try another shot at it.
It's still in melee, so you're at -2 to hit.
Sure. That would be a 15 that'd be a
you
16 versus touch AC, and then it will do 4. It'd be 5 damage.
Okay.
Jake's better cut its head off.
I'm just gonna swing at it again with my scythe. So
That'd be just +1 bonus this time instead of the +2 because
Just-
you're not charging.
okay,
1d20
so
plus 1.
okay.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay. We got we got Magnus left.
Magnus. Okay, well, I'm still here.
Kill it
can't
before
use
it
any
regains
spells.
control.
So, attack roll time.
Yep.
Well,
It gets an attack.
Roar! All right, it's going to attack Melusu because she hits really hard,
Oh,
and it's going to try to bite her. So the bite is
no thank you. I'm not buying what you're selling, sir.
oh 21.
Oh.
No! Yeah,
Ooh.
it hits me.
Okay, and the bite does. What does it do? Where's the damage? Ah. $16 damage.
Ouch!
oh no!
That takes you down to negative health in one hit.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a-
isn't half my
No.
HP negative mean I'm dead?
No.
It's your negative constitution means you're dead.
No,
So you're
okay.
so yeah you're so
Melusu just
You're not
gets
dead.
dropped with
yeah.
one mighty savage bite.
All right, guys, go on without me.
Earth, you better do something.
Also, Melusu, make a fortitude save for me, please.
All right.
Give up.
Okay, keep going.
All right. Earth, you better just smack it up. It's
Oi. Time for you to go down.
yes.
That's a hit.
Alright. With a mighty roar, he goes. And...
Yeah, that does
There
a
you
bit of damage.
It turns around to face Roar, and it turns around to just smote in the top of the head with his. What are you carrying?
The Urgash.
Your
Urgash.
stave his fucking head in with the Urgash.
All
Drops to the ground.
Now that's how you hunt.
right. As soon as this happens, I'm basically holstering my my gun since it's no longer loaded at all, and I'm kneeling down to check on Melusius, like, and I say, "Oh, this is a pretty awful bite here. Does anyone here have some supplies to help her out?" I look over to Jinx, actually, as soon as I...
I've got Band-Aid.
My character says, quite frankly, she says nothing. She drools.
Yeah. Let me see here. Who would be adept at doing this? Actually, Jinx would be the most skilled at doing this right now.
I would be the most skilled at doing it?
Yes.
All right. What can
Well-
I do to help her?
Well, you actually, I believe, have Cure Light Wounds prepared as one of your spells, which could be helpful. And also, I guess the other thing is just make sure that... Well, first you gotta make sure that Melusu stabilizes. This is my first time dealing with a dying condition in Pathfinder, so I don't quite know how it's best.
You said cure light wounds?
You can attempt
Yeah.
to stabilize her with the healing skill, or you can try to cast a curing spell, which will stabilize her automatically.
If you crit fail, you can kill her.
Oh.
No.
All right. Well, how can I do the cure light wounds? I want
You
to
just
do
cast
that.
the spell.
You just cast a spell. Just to let you know what it will do when you cast a spell, it will restore 1d8 plus 1 hit points on her.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
Just 1d8 plus 1.
1d8. Okay.
Minimum.
Jeez.
Ugh.
She has stopped bleeding. However, you can see that the 2 bite wounds on her arm are are swollen and appear to be kind of getting those strange, kind of a infected look to them. So she's stabilized, but she's still poisoned.
This is fantastic.
Hmm.
Forest girl,
Oh. All right.
you lose 3 points of dexterity.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, this is about as bad as what happened to Garrett when I was playing him. Let's see here. So the counter poison would be heal checks, probably. All right. Well. We'll check with the main person with the strong healing skill is the one that's not here. Let's see here. Just double checking right now. Something else before we move forward.
Would my heal help in this predicament at all?
I mean, you can do it. I mean, what's your bonus to heal?
Heal's 5.
I mean, you can do a heal check to treat poison. There's a save DC associated with the poison that you can try to counteract with a heal.
Yeah, if
check.
your heals check is higher than her Constitution save, she can use the higher of the two.
So basically, you might as well try.
Might as well. So 1d20.
Oh wait, no,
plus 5.
it's different in Pathfinder. You make a heal check if it exceeds the DC of the poison. The character gets a +4 competence bonus on the saving throw. So
Yeah.
yes, it would help.
All right. So 1d20 plus 5. Damn it!
That's no good. I don't know what.
All right. Well. All right. Well.
It was nice playing with you guys.
Okay. Well,
It's
first
getting
thing.
dark.
Kalen, make another Constitution save
Fortitude save.
or Fortitude save. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Lose
Well.
four dexterity.
I'm down to like 3.
Well, you know what? While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna check the boxes.
Okay.
What? I'm dying over here.
I'm gonna see if there's any medicine.
Okay.
All right.
Good save.
Like
Yeah.
that.
I'll just try. I'll make an attempt at a heal check just because I am untrained, but I do have at least a +2 to it. Yeah. So no good. Jinx is still able to can still attempt to if she wants to.
Yeah, I'll attempt. What am I rolling for that?
1d20 plus 3 in your case.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Kalen, make one.
You find anything?
Oh
One
my
more.
god. Oh my god.
You succeed.
Ah!
And it only takes one save to cure it.
Ugh.
Well done.
All right.
God, I can't believe I almost died in the first battle.
Actually, if you'd have gone to 0 dex, you wouldn't have died. You'd just be comatose.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Which would
Oh.
useless.
That's so much better.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, if you
So
want,
how do I check? How do I
Yeah.
check the boxes, man? Is that perception?
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me see here.
I'm basically also just trying to clean the wound as well as I can with some of my water skin. And otherwise,
Here, let me shoot my gun and jam it in the wound. And...
I can't do that till level 3. So I call Carmelo to come over as well.
Fucking hell. Alright. Magnus, in the crate you're investigating, you find a small box that appeared to be filled with beeswax candles.
These will help.
About 60 of them. You also find 6 flasks of lantern oil, 2 common lamps, and a hooded lantern.
Nice.
All right.
Alright. Well, I'm by this crate, so I'll check it.
Sure.
That's 1d20 plus 5. 19.
Very good.
You use X-ray vision to see into the box.
It's dark vision, actually, but close enough.
One second. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. In here, you find what appears to be a tightly wrapped bundle of sticks that look like they're almost like charcoal sticks, and they smell like ashes. They smell like a little ashy thing. They're about the width of your finger, and about twice as long as your finger. If you have knowledge alchemy, you can identify them.
I do, actually. Well, I've craft alchemy, so...
Okay, if you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the skill, you recognize them as tinder twigs. About 8 of them.
All right. Has some useful things there. As soon as we're done kind of looking over, I kind of look over to Roth and or anyone else.
There's
It's
more
like,
in there.
Yeah,
You also find another bundle of what appear to be silver rods. You recognize them as sun rods, and there are 3 of those.
Mhm.
And you also find a padded bundle wrapped in like a woolen towel of 5 flasks of antitoxin.
Oh, look what I found!
well, yeah,
And that you actually recognize that as being quite valuable.
Huh.
The antitoxin itself.
That
All right.
might have been useful earlier.
you've been, but
Oh well.
Hey, you're alive.
all right.
Your dex is 3, but
I'll ask Jinx to keep an eye out over also for a moment. I'm going to kind of sneak over here where the centipede's corpse laid, and I'm going to check that last crate where the body was slumped up against real quick.
all right. This particular box appears to have... it appears to be the box that was kind of where the drivers sit, the kind of the box they kept up front.
Mhm.
This appears to also be the one that's most valuable because that particular box has a padlock on it.
All right. Padlock. I basically sort of drag it out from underneath the centipede over to close to where we are, and kind of try to call for everyone to come over.
I go and yell, "Hey, what's in the box?"
I don't know. It's locked.
Ah, something for me to challenge. I walk over and take a look at the box.
It appears to be a lock box
It's a locked box.
made
Let's see.
of sturdy wood and a solid steel lock. You'd classify it as a good lock.
Let's see if I can go ahead and open that up in there. And my traps will come in handy now.
What's in the
Disable
fucking
the-
box?
You'd be using disable device for this skill.
So disable device, 1d20
Oh
plus
God!
1d20 plus 5?
You 5 because of because of the armor. If you want to take a moment to get out of the hide armor and just be in regular clothing, it'd be a +7.
Alright. Well, nothing's attacking us right now, so I might as well. Takes off the armor, kind of stretches out, and gets into position to go ahead and do it.
He assumes he assumes the lock picking position.
You don't mess with the master at work here.
21.
21. The lock comes undone under your deft fingers. Pops open with
Told
a
ya.
satisfying click.
All right. Well, let's see what's inside this thing here.
Inside, you see what appears to be a heavy crossbow.
Huh.
Next to this, you see a small leather case with 10 crossbow bolts that fit this crossbow.
Hmm.
And beneath this, you see a small sack of coin. You would guess this bag to hold about 80 gold pieces.
All right. Well, we got some supplies here. Actually, I can make use of this crossbow. But let's see here. Well, one of the things I'm going to recommend is let's get Melusa over there.
You would guess
Settled
these
up.
merchants got ambushed before they could unlimber the heavy crossbow.
I'd say let's get Melusa kind of set up on Carmelo here because at least she could be carried and not have to worry about carrying her ourselves because she's stabilized but still unconscious, right?
She is unconscious, yes.
All right. I'd say let's get ourselves to a safer spot before we rest any further. How far away are we from the trading post?
You would guess still a day's march.
Okay.
My
Well-
unconscious body doesn't know that it's thanking you, but it's thanking you.
Yeah. All right. So I pointed out to her just because he looks to be the strongest one aside from Melusa in the party. It's like, you might help me get her on top of this on my horse.
Plop
I
the
take-
paladin on top of the horse.
I put my armor back on. By
It's
the
a
way.
heavy war horse. It can carry the paladin.
I know.
All right. So are we just going to assume that we work it out between the two of us?
Work what out?
Getting the paladin on the horse?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, strength checks. Nope. You break your leg. This is the best survival ever. Anyways. Well. All right. What time of day is it right now?
It's just afternoon, yes.
All right. Well, I say let's keep going a little bit further till we find a nice spot to make a camp. Otherwise, just keep your eyes open, folks. I think there's a reason why these lands were stolen away from someone at least once.
Before we go, does the vehicle have a trunk?
It looks like a horse-drawn cart, if you follow me. A fairly large
Oh,
one,
okay.
drawn by two horses. The horses appear to have either escaped or been killed and dragged off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, what I meant was, if it's a cart, is because there's like all these crates on the ground doesn't mean those are the only crates there.
Oh, no, those are the only things with any value. Yeah, everything else is either
Okay.
smashed and ruined.
Are the dead
Okay.
bodies still there?
Yes.
Can we loot the bodies?
Yes.
I say we should loot the bodies and see if they're carrying anything.
At the very least, figure out who they might have been working with.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that Melusa is secured to the horse, so I'm not going to be helping out with this.
I'll
for the moment.
throw a...
It's a very
perception-
distasteful task since these bodies have been mostly eaten and are rotting. But still attached to them, you can see they were still clutching a pair of short swords in their hands, which they apparently never got much of a chance to use. The short swords are in poor repair, but still serviceable. One of them also carries a well-balanced throwing dagger. This one carries 2 gold pieces and 8 silver pieces in a money purse. This one carries 15 silver pieces. They wore suits of padded armor, which are now since long ruined.
I will go ahead and take the 15 silver pieces and just pocket that. Yeah.
I'm going to take the
To be-
2
to
gold
be-
pieces.
To be distributed evenly later on, of course.
I'm just gonna pocket all the gold pieces in the crate that I just opened.
Dick.
Jinx finds monies.
Shiny things!
All right, so you're heading on to find a place to camp. Yes?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay. The rest of your day is comparatively uneventful. And you find a decent place up on a hill you can camp out and maybe build a fire if you wish.
It's always good to build a fire. So
And I'm
yeah.
trying to find the rate of natural recovery. It's probably not great. Probably like... Let's see. What is it? Attribute damage? Ability score damage?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody take the crossbow?
No, I could make use of it, but if anyone else needs, I mean, I'm mainly going to do is probably just secure it by tying it off alongside Carmela for now, unless someone wants to specifically carry it for the time being. I mean, you could.
You can carry it. It's all good.
I already have a
Just making
long.
sure that we got everything before we actually moved on.
I already have a longbow, and this is a fairly heavy weapon. I mean, it has a range of 120 feet, though. Which is
All right, I'll carry it then.
All right, so here you go. It's gonna weighs 8 pounds, but you're still. I don't even think.
Still good, yeah.
Yeah, your comfort is still good, and at least it gives you a ranged weapon.
Okay, healing. Where's healing? 191.
You have 10 crossbow bolts.
Okay, temporary ability damage returns at the rate of 1 point per night of rest, 8 hours. Complete bed rest restores 2 points per day.
Well, we'll have to.
And for every full night's rest, you get 1 hit point per character level. And if you rest an entire day, you get twice that level. And if you are tended to by someone with the healing skill, you get an even bigger increase.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say we don't move too much further, but at least far enough away to get to somewhere safer. And
yeah, and you do indeed find a safer place about 4 hours down the road, and you decide to camp there. So does anyone want to try to do, long-term care for the...
I would say Roth would be the best one to do that out of all of us. Or whatever you want to pronounce.
Okay, I can try that. So what do I have to roll for that?
Okay, basically you're resigning yourself to spending a day just resting. At least I would. So what you do is called long-term care for healing, in which case you tend a wounded person for a day or more. You make a healing check, which would be a DC of 15, and that would cause them to restore their... that would cause them to get twice their hit points back a day.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm going to be spending the day just staying nearby, but working with my gunsmithing kit to make some bullets.
Am I awake yet?
Well, if he makes it... Oh, he did, yes. Okay, so you will gain 2 hit points. Oh, actually, you get 4 hit points for spending a full day resting, and you get 4 ability points back.
And also, I would say, Jinx, you could actually prepare the night before. But while we're doing that, because we're doing this the next day, right? Mm-hmm. Jinx, one thing you can do is at the beginning of the next day, prepare 2 castings of Cure Light Wounds and use both of them.
Whoops, I'm not the centipede anymore. Ignore that.
Roses.
Yeah.
So you can basically prepare Cure Light Wounds twice, cast them both on her, and that should also help her get most of the way back up in terms of health.
Okay.
So I would say prepare it twice, cast it once. That would be 1d8 plus 1. And let's see how much more she gets back. Because currently she's at, what, negative...
She's at 2
0
hit points, I think.
Okay. Yeah, 2 hit points, so...
You say 1d8 plus 1?
Yes, right.
Okay.
Yeah, she should be awake now.
Okay, now she's back up to 9 hit points. So now, once we finish off, I guess... You can cast it one more time, and we'll just kind of finish off the day, I guess, and then she'll be at full health by tomorrow.
Okay, Malusu, you wake up as people are tending to you and casting spells on you. Your hit points are mostly recovered. However, you still feel like your bones, your muscles are made out of jelly, because your dex is like 7.
Happened?
Your dex is like 7 now, I think.
Well, I think you almost suffered the same fate as that guy saw by the wagon. That vermin there just got a really nasty bite in your arm, and let's just say that it was not a pretty sight.
It didn't get anyone else, did it?
No, fortunately, only one of us even got hit by it. But unfortunately, that happened to be you.
Well, at least it was just me. I'm thankful.
All right. I'm working over a fire, just melting lead and working with stuff to make some black powder and bullets, and by the end of the day, I'll have 10 extra bullets in powder. Fantastic. Brings my total to 17 bullets as opposed to just 10. All right.
All right, so it's the next morning. I believe she's not still fully recovered, but she's most of the way there. Do you want to keep moving, or do you want to continue to rest until she's back to 100%?
I'd say what we can do, we can keep on moving. If if you're okay with it, you can just use Carmelo to ride on while you're still recovering. That way you don't have to worry about walking.
Whatever you guys want to do, like, is walking even gonna...
Yes, you can walk.
Having a-
It's just your dex is reduced, so you're not quite as agile as you were before. In fact, you're probably at like a -2 to armor class because you're...
I'm pretty sure my character would just kind of shrug this off somewhat.
Okay.
So, no, it's fine. I don't need to add load to your horse. I can walk.
It's your choice. All right. Well, I think it's time we got to get going. We had to spend a bit of time recovering, but as long as we're all well.
Okay. You spend most of the day walking at a comfortable pace until you see off in the distance what appears to be the trading post that the mayor of Restov mentioned. The trading post appears to be a converted fort surrounded by a wooden palisade that stands about 10 feet high. At the corner of the palisade are 20-foot square watchtowers, each armed, from what you can see, with what looks like some kind of siege engine. You see there's a thin plume of smoke, probably from a chimney, but you see no other foot traffic or travelers on the road coming your way or going to the trading post.
Well, I think we'll just approach the post.
And it's about, again, 3/4, half a mile away. At this point. Okay, so you approach the trading post. You have to go around the long way, and so let's see. I'm actually going to switch you now to a map, which I'm going to make visible to you soon. Actually, no, strike that. Forget it. I thought I had one. No. Okay. So the fort has a gate, but it stands open. You don't see any watchmen on the walls, and as you get closer, you smell the pleasant aroma of stew cooking from somewhere. But nobody comes out to greet you immediately as you approach the gates.
All right. Well, if no one's going to greet us or stop us, I think we're just going to continue to make our way into the fort.
Okay.
But there, you said there was not a terrible amount of foot traffic around, right?
There isn't any. No.
This is strange.
Well, you did encounter a giant monster on the road here, so there's probably not that many wet travelers.
Well,
You say that, but we smell delicious stew.
Yes. At the very least, it seems that there's people here, but I'm not sure if we want to.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's anything?
Sure.
Any fine details?
Sure, I'll help in looking around.
14.
That stew is sure delicious.
Magnus, you can hear faintly from inside the walls the sound of a hammer and nails. You know.
Huh. I think I hear a blacksmith.
Possibly, or well, I think keep your heel, keep on your toes. There's little to say what actually is happening out here, but I think it should be at least safe to enter. It sounds like there's people here at least, so hopefully they don't have any ill intent.
Okay, I'll trust your judgment.
Okay. You walk cautiously through the gates, and inside the courtyard, you see a number of buildings. To your left, there appears to be a stable that seems to be in good repair. And to your right, you see a number of buildings. One appears to be a boarding house directly to your right, and further into the courtyard, past a pair of banquet tables that are out near a fire pit, you see what appears to be a house inside there.
You mind sharing that map
Yeah.
with us?
Oh, there's no need. Well,
Just-
I can do. I mean, it's not like that. Okay.
Yeah.
In which direction is the smell coming from? The food
It's
stew
coming
smell?
from the fire pit. I'll show you player visible. Okay, now there's a map called Oleg's Trading Post.
Yeah, I'm loading it up right now.
Same here.
Underneath the select map area in the upper right-hand corner.
Oh.
It will take a moment to load because it has to load the image, but
Yeah. Well, In the meantime, I walk over to the fire pit and
Well,
try
hang
to
on.
Okay, we can't just walk over there yet.
Yeah, you can see as you enter the gate, there's someone on the rooftop of the house right here, hammering shingles onto the roof. He looks to be an older fellow, slightly portly, with a very large very large red beard flecked with white hairs.
Great big bushy beard.
Great big bushy beard. And standing around the fire pit, tending to what appears to be a bowl of stew, appears to be his wife, with her hair done back in a loose ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
And at the sound of your entry, she turns around and she beams a wide smile and she throws her arms up in the air and she goes, "Ah, travelers!" She goes, "Come, sit by the fire, sit by the fire."
Jinx is
well.
unsure about this. Like, should we really trust these people? They seem very friendly.
I kind of feel the same way. In fact, I might want to sense motive.
Sure, you can roll it. Sense motive.
Is there a sense motive skill anymore?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
How do we,
Yeah, how do I
bring
even
our-
roll for it, actually?
Sense motive would be, in your case, a D20 plus 5.
+5, okay.
Yeah. Essentially, what's her motive is she wants to feed you. She has a book. It says how to feed humans.
Wow, I sucked at sensing motive anyway. Derp, she must be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, what's going on? I raise a hand and cautious greeting. It's like, hello there. Is it just the two of you here?
Yes, I am Svetlana, and on the roof is my husband Oleg.
Well, how
Oh.
come there's nobody else here? Where is everybody?
We do not get many travelers down these parts, you see. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, we noticed that on the way here.
But it's so good you are here to help.
Help?
Yes,
Uh,
you are the men the Lord Mayor of Rostov sent to help us.
Yes, that would be us.
Wonderful.
But-
Please, I make radish stew.
Well,
I walk over and sit down by the fire pit, trying
Alright.
to sniff and identify the herbs in it.
Well, it's hot food, which is more than you've had in the last 2 or 3 days, so
Yeah.
it smells
Well-
pleasant enough.
all right, I'm going to get Carmelo to be just sort of set up towards the stable and be like,
Yes,
some food we-
stables over there, please.
if it's possible, I suppose if we could talk to Oleg.
Oleg! Come down here! Oleg!
I'm feeling pretty comfortable, so I'll go ahead and take that seat by the food.
You hear Oleg grumbling something.
While Oleg's coming down, I'm asking some about the cooking preparations for being at an outpost so far away from any general store,
Probably.
as small talk conversation.
Jinx is still uncomfortable, but takes a seat next to the stew anyway.
is there a way to get our tiles back? I don't see any tiles.
What do you mean? You mean the grid?
Well, I see the grid, but I mean like our characters.
Oh, you would just copy and paste it into the place. That's what you would do. You would just right click on the token in the other field and just copy and then paste it in accordingly.
Okay, so I'm making
Copy
small
from
talk.
where?
Copy from the grasslands. Go back to the grasslands map. Right click on your token and select copy. So, Carmelo is
Sorry. Fog
sight.
aboard.
I can see the sight lines, which are actually kind of cool though.
Come on, pasty. There we go. Thank you.
All right. Everyone's pasting on top of Gustav. All right.
There.
Well, I'm basically I'm not really going for the food quite yet. I'm just kind of waiting for Oleg to get down so we can talk to him.
He comes down and he rubs his head. He has got dirty hands. He rubs them on his apron and he goes, "I am Oleg."
Hello, Oleg. We were sent here by the mayor of Rostov because apparently you have some things that you need done here nearby.
Yeah, it's good you come here now.
Did something happen here recently? It seems very
3 times bandits robbed me. 3 times in last month.
3 times.
I send letters for help. No one come.
Well, we would have been here sooner, but there was a bit of an incident on the way here. The bandits aren't the only thing that people need to worry about out here, it seems.